Hello readers, as you know we've been reading Animals in Film. I read it in my previous video as well. Today I'm going to be talking to you about a couple important things. So the first is using self-sticky notes and annotating texts. A lot of the characteristics in which we would use both of these strategies are very similar. So I'm going to show you a couple anchor charts that have my strategies and where I would use them. So first I want to start by saying sometimes when we read, we notice things we want to return to, such as a confusing part, or remember something, or maybe an interesting detail. Other times we're searching for something specific and want to be able to remember where we found it. We can use self-sticky notes to flag these pages and help us find these parts again, or to maybe mark down questions. Sometimes when I read, there are things I want to remember or ask about. I can mark those things by writing notes on sticky notes or in the margins if I'm allowed to. This is called annotating. So here I'm going to show you a couple different ways we can annotate a text as we read. I'm going to show you some examples, but first I want to show you my anchor chart on where we would use that and what that would look like. So for example, I want to star an important idea that I find in the text. I also might want to jot some notes in the margin if I'm allowed to. If you can't, that's where we would use sticky notes, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. So I'm going to star important ideas. I'm going to underline some key details. I can put a question mark where I have a question about the text, or I can circle unfamiliar words or phrases. Lastly, I would bracket any context clues. Now I'm going to show you some cases and instances where you can use sticky notes instead of an annotation. So sticky notes you can use if you have a question, if you learn something new in that part of the book or the story, an important fact or detail, new or difficult words that you want to come back to, a favorite part, something surprising or confusing, information about the plot, setting, or characters, if you have a connection to the story or the place that you stopped reading. Or the place you stopped reading. So here I have my list of instances I would use a sticky note in my story. Now I'm going to show you a couple cool tricks in your virtual books that you didn't know about. So here on page 14 of Animals in Film, it says Kiko's real life story and the film Free Willy led to discussions about whether or not killer whales should be kept in captivity. It has also increased the debate about whether or not to release killer whales being held in captivity back into the wild. So here I want to make a note. Maybe I want to write releasing Kiko's success, but I'm virtual and I have the book on my computer. How am I going to write a sticky note? How am I going to write notes? When your teacher publishes this book, that gives you an option. The annotations are on, and I can actually write a comment on the side or over here. So here I'm going to write releasing Kiko success, because I want to know if it was successful. Maybe I want to go and look and find more information on it. And then I could also remind myself to watch Free Willy. For me, this works just as well as a sticky note because when I read, I know I have a note here and I can come back to that page. Now I'm going to show you how to use a sticky note virtually. So here in this paragraph, killer whales are named for their excellent hunting abilities. They hunt fish, sea turtles, penguins, and seals. They sometimes even hunt, kill, and eat other whales. Killer whales are also called orcas. There have been a few reports of captive killer whales killing their trainers in recent years. So captive. I want to put a sticky note here. So I'm going to click on my little gear right here. I'm going to click on this little sticky note button. I can pick the color of my sticky note, and I'm going to place where I want it to go. So I said the word captive, and I'm going to write captive. I'm putting that sticky note to remind me to write the word captive, because from the text, I think this word means caged, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to look it up and reread this part later to make sure I understand it. So now you guys know how to write notes inside your textbook or your stories. And then I've also showed you how to do sticky notes. And that's just here again with that little tool. You click on the sticky note and you get to pick your color. Or you could just, and it'll show you where your sticky note is. So now we're going to talk a little bit more about annotating. So I'm going to skip a couple pages and we'll talk more about that. So another thing we talked about was annotating text. Again, our books are virtual, so how am I going to write on my book if I don't have the book in front of me? There's also a tool for that too. So here on this page, the conclusion page of Animals in Film on page 22, in Warhorse, the hard work that Joey did during World War I mirrored what real horses did during the war. The plight of Willie in Free Willy turned out to be similar to that of real killer whales in captivity. I'm going to stop there because this word plight is unfamiliar to me. So I want to click on my tool. I want to click on pen, and I want it to just be regular, and it's in black. I can also change the color. So it's in black. I have it the size I want it. So when I have an unfamiliar word, I know based on my anchor chart, I have to circle unfamiliar words. So I'm going to take my pen and just circle this word to remind myself to go and look. So I'm going to go back to my mouse. But it's to remind myself to go back and look at that word. But look, I'm here on the last page, so I can go and look at my glossary at the same time. In my glossary, it says plight, a very difficult situation, page 22. So here on page 22 is my word. So now I know what that word means. So I've provided you with two anchor charts, one talking about sticky notes, one talking about annotations. If you need a refresher, you can rewind, rewatch this video. You've seen me provide an example of how to annotate a text. Now it's going to be your turn. I want you to go either look at Red-tailed Angels or Animals in Film and try to annotate your own version. When you save or open this link, it gives you the option to make your own copy, and you can return to this book. So you've had a chance to see how it works, try it out, and let your teacher know how it goes. Good luck.